Hi, welcome back. Good morning. I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. And we're doing World Tour Flight 179. And for some reason now it needs me to open the doors for them. There we go. So let's do that. Let's open these doors for... Okay, got it. Yes, no? I guess I have to start something here. Battery's already on. Ground power available. Doors. Can I open the doors? There we go. Alright. Now we're on. Now we're cooking with fire. Gotta find my checklist. In the meantime, they should be... Okay, the guy in the back's working. Lately I've been, for some reason, the GCX, or GSX, the catering guy isn't always working right. Oh, working good. Alright, I'm also going to start boarding.
Boarding requested.
See if the gate gets all the way to us. No, it's a little too short. Oh, there it comes. So we're in the PMDG 737-800. I use a mix. I'm using a GSX Pro for the ground stuff here. Yeah, not perfect. The jetway is on Latin VFR. And basically with the PMDG, I'll do the catering, the boarding, with the GSX and the pushback to GSX, and then fueling. Yeah, okay, so our not exactly lined up properly here because we got pilots floating through the sky a little bit. But we'll do I'll do my fueling with the PMDG fueling. I'll do the I do the GPU with the PMDG just from through the plane itself. So that's what we're doing. All right, let's get this plane set up so we're not sitting here on the ground forever. So battery's already on. We should have standby power. Where are we? Okay, so we want ground power, battery power, good. Hydraulic pumps should all be off. Fuel pumps are all off. We can do our
crew boarding
lights.
starting.
Pilots are boarded. Crew's gonna be boarding now. Go back out here. They're gonna, for some reason, they're cutting through weird. There's little things you can edit and fix that stuff, but I'm not gonna do all that right now. Can't do it right now, really. All right. So we're in, I didn't mention this, we're in Quito, Ecuador at Mariscal Sucre International Airport. And we're going to be flying up to Tocumen International Airport in Tocumen, Panama, just outside Panama City. We're on Copa Airlines Flight 210 in the Boeing 737-800 from PMDG. Real life flight takes off 6:22 in the morning, but we're just going to go live time. We did live time for the first flight of the day, and that one took off in the afternoon, so we'll just keep going with live time right now. Alright, they're waiting for me to open the cargo doors, so we'll do that.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Alright, passenger boarding started. I'm going to get Pack X going and get some music for our boarding as well. Logo light on. Wheel well, wing light, emergency lights on and armed. I'll start the PAX flight here. Alright. There we go, there are the passengers coming on, albeit a little inaccurately. Next thing, I'm going to jump up here, do the test for our IRS, and we'll bring this back. Heading status, align, align. Here I want to call the fuel truck. Payload, set empty, turn fuel. I bet you it's all in, for some reason it does this. Goes into, the wrong... I'm not sure why it's not saving my wrong stuff in. Hey man, K Classic Evil, doing alright. Just for some reason my PMDG always switches out of pounds. Yeah, I want kilos. This makes everything easier. Alright, back to fuel. Fuel level we need 7,574. Okay, so go to the fuel page. No, not the fuel page. You want to go to the ground service page. Request the fuel truck. We need 7,000. We're going to go 7,600. Just an even number. Fuel truck's going to be arriving. We're going to move over to the other screen on the FMS. Jump up here first. Recirculating fans to auto, PAX to auto, and then back down to FMS. Let's see, menu, initial position, we are at Sierra Echo Quebec Mike. Not sure what gate we're at, we'll just copy this. And go to route, origin, and our arrival is Mike Papa Tango Oscar in Panama City. Flight number 210, Copa Airlines. And runway, I believe we're taking off 36. We actually get that clearance right now.
Quito Tower, Copa 210, heavy parking.
Hey Harriet.
10, request clearance to document with information hotel. Copa 210, heavy, cleared to document. 5-3 Alpha, departure, runway 36, initial climb, 9,200, then is filed, squawk, 6551. Cleared that document via -3 Alpha, departure, runway 36, initial climb, 9,200, then is filed, squawk, 6551, Copa 210, heavy.
Please be sure to place your
Copa
larger carry-on
210,
items
heavy,
in the
redback
overhead bin
correct,
and smaller
when ready,
items under
contact
the seat
Quito
in front of
ground,
you. Unless you're in the front row,
121.72.
please place all of
Alright,
your
we're
items
taking the
Contact Quito ground, 121.72.
standard instrument departure on Nega 3 Alpha.
If the overhead bin is full,
back to the
please
route.
make sure you close it as a courtesy
Hit
to other
activate.
passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the
Okay,
aisle
please
is
don't know.
clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats.
Oh,
If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you.
there.
If you're not able to
Bring up
comply
the
with these
flight
actions,
plan for
please let a flight
everyone who's
attendant know,
watching.
so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once you depart.
There's our flight plan.
Thank you, and welcome aboard.
First point is Nego. We're going to Ensol. From Ensol, we'll take a Uniform Mike, 674 Airway. And then we'll go to Tocut. Tocut direct to Milat. And that will go to Cyril. Execute. Go back to the arrival page. Arrival, we're going to be coming in on runway 3 right, ILS Yankee. Transition, not sure on that, but it is 01. Now let's execute. Go back to the route, double check. Looks good right there. Keep going through. Back up top, we have all the way back up top. Set this to nav. Actually, we'll start our fueling. While that's going on, let's take a quick look at the area here. Very interesting. This airport's basically built kind of on a level area here in a valley. Very fun approach. Beautiful, beautiful location for an airport. Enough of that. Looks like we got all our fuel, so we can release the fuel truck. Keep going with the FMC. Fuel weight. Now this is actually going to have to, I'm going to have to go over here and do payload. Just because we're not using the PMDG for everything, so we're actually going to have to set our passengers and everything. So we have 12 in first class, and then I believe we have 141 passengers, so we need another 130. I can't do the math. 129, right? Same with the cargo. We got to do it manually, just because I'm not using the PMDG stuff for it. So we're gonna do 16. We'll just do 1600 front and rear. Actually, it should be 1900. We got 3.8. Okay, and we have the fuel on board already, so we're all set there. So now we can jump back over and actually do our performance. So 0 fuel weight. Our flight plan is calling for 7.5, so we'll say 7.6. Plan, fuel is actually 7.7. Reserves, we have 3.2. Cost index is 5. And our cruise is 360. You can see that's our max right there is 410. Transition altitude is 18,000. Next page. N1 limit. I could put in about 50. We'll put in 50 degrees here for our thrust. Takeoff flaps 5. Center of gravity 23.8%. We have 4 for the trim. basically right there. Anyway, there we go. Don't have to do much trim. And takeoff speeds 123, 124, and 127 for the V2. V2 speed, we'll get that in here. We'll go 127 plus 10 for our initial, and then we'll pull that up to 250. Heading about 360 for the runway. Actually, it's 2 degrees. Altitude's in. Let's get our ground pressure 1028. It's gone down a little bit. It was at a 1030 a few minutes ago, half an hour ago. All right, and we can get the APU going, so we'll go aft on. And where's the APU? Start. 6 days ride from my home to my girlfriend's home. Are you like a ride? Are you biking? Are you taking a motorcycle? What are you doing? Alright, APU is coming up. Doors are closed. Okay, APU gens on. APU bleed on. And we'll set to APU gen up there for the power. Disconnect the ground power as well right here. Just checking everything there. Alright, we're good to go. So let's request that pushback and startup and get the show on the road.
Ground, Copa 210, heavy, parking 10, request pushback and startup.
Copa 210, heavy, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved. Copa 210, heavy.
Oops. Don't want that heavy in there. Pushback and startup approved, so let's get a GSX. Nice pushback. Prepare for pushback and departure.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass being inserted.
Not perfect, but pretty cool. Need to work on the flipping.
Looking here.
We're going to runway 36. We're going to want to push our tail back to the the right. Nose left, tail right.
Release parking brake, please.
Okay, parking brakes are released, we just need to remove the wheel stops.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that way.
So we can do an engine start. Right here, we're going to do left ignition, and we'll start the right engine first. And remember, we got to turn off the packs. Packs, come off. There we go.
Bienvenidos a Copa Airlines. Probablemente ya está familiarizado con las nuevas normas de bioseguridad que hemos implementado para hacer de su experiencia de viaje la más segura.
Ahora le invitamos a repasar las medidas de seguridad de esta aeronave a través de un espectacular recorrido del Panamá que recordamos y el que pronto regresará.
Welcome to Copa Airlines. You are probably familiar with the new biosafety measures that we have implemented in order to offer you a safer travel experience. Now, we invite you to review the safety procedures on this aircraft during a spectacular journey of the Panama that we all remember and will return soon.
Regulaciones panameñas e internacionales exigen el uso del cinturón de seguridad. Al iluminarse la señal del cinturón de seguridad, abróchelo insertando la punta de metal dentro de la hebilla y ajústelo girando de la cinta.
National and international regulations require the use of seatbelt. When the seatbelt sign is on, fasten the seatbelt by inserting the metal end into the buckle and tighten it by pulling the belt. To release it, lift the buckle or press the button.
Para soltarlo, levante la hebilla o presione el botón.
El equipaje de mano debe ubicarse en los compartimientos superiores o debajo del asiento delantero.
Carry-on bags should be placed in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you.
Si se ilumina la señal de ajustarse a los cinturones, manténgase sentado con su cinturón ajustado hasta que se apague la señal.
If the fasten seatbelt sign comes on, remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the sign is turned off.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Los baños están equipados con detectores de humo. Está prohibido tocar, desconectar o destruir estos sistemas.
National and international regulations prohibit smoking on board. Laboratories are equipped with smoke detectors and it is forbidden to touch, disable, or destroy these systems.
1028, pushback and startup approved. Pushback and startup approved.
737 están marcadas con señales de color rojo y blanco. Localice las salidas más cercanas a usted. Todas las puertas están equipadas con toboganes de evacuación que pueden desprenderse y usarse como flotadores.
The 8 emergency exits on this 737 are marked with red and white signs. Locate the 2 exits nearest you. All doors are equipped with evacuation slats, which can be removed and used as
Left, right, auto, engine 1 for generator,
Y la visibilidad es reducida. Las luces del
APU off.
pasillo y las señales de salida se iluminarán
bleed off, engine
guiando a
bleeds
las
are on.
salidas de emergencia.
If an evacuation becomes necessary and visibility
cruise
is
altitude
reduced,
is
all path
340.
lighting will illuminate, guiding
Takeoff
you
right
towards
now,
the
we are
emergency
at
exits.
7. We'll put 8,000, basically about 8,000 feet.
Si disminuye la presión, máscaras de oxígeno caerán del compartimiento superior de su asiento. Ale la máscara hacia usted para activar la circulación de oxígeno. Colóquela sobre su nariz y boca, ajústela alrededor de la cabeza y respire normalmente. Aunque fluya el oxígeno, la bolsa puede no inflarse. Colóquese primero su máscara antes de asistir a otros.
If the cabin pressure decreases, oxygen masks will fall from the compartment above your seat. Hold a mask towards you to start the
Harriet's
flow of
doing a
oxygen.
6-day ride
Place it over
from
your nose and mouth,
home
adjust
to
it
your
around
girlfriend's
head, and breathe
home.
normally.
Be riding
Although
on a
oxygen
steed
will
named
flow,
Caesar
the
of
valve
the
may not
Clydesdale
inflate.
breed
Put
of
on your
Scottish
mask
route.
first before
Alright.
helping others.
Los chalecos salvavidas
Turn
se
off
encuentran
anti lights
debajo
on.
o entre los asientos.
Cruising there.
Póngase el chaleco salvavidas sobre su cabeza. Abroche la correa alrededor de su cintura y ajústela tirando de la cinta. Al salir del avión,
Oh,
tire
right,
el chaleco
RTO.
tirando de la manilla roja
Flaps.
O soplando por el tubo rojo.
Takeoff position.
La luz de emergencia del chaleco se encenderá al contacto con el agua.
Light
Damper
vests are
on.
located under or between the seats. Put the light vest over your head. Buckle the strap around your waist and tighten the strap by pulling it. When leaving the aircraft, inflate the vest by pulling the red handle or
Quito
blow
ground,
onto the
Copa
red
210,
tube. The
request
vest's
taxi.
emergency light will illuminate
Copa
upon
210,
contact with water.
taxi to holding point, runway 36, via Alpha.
Taxi to holding point, runway 36, via Alpha, Copa 210.
Algunos aparatos electrónicos están prohibidos a bordo. Encontrará una lista de aparatos aprobados en nuestra revista digital Panorama.
Some electronic devices are prohibited on board. You will find a list of approved devices in our digital magazine, Panorama.
Coloque la bandeja y el respaldo de su asiento en posición vertical. Sugerimos, revise la tarjeta de seguridad ubicada en el bolsillo
Seems to be
frente a
a
usted.
incredibly
Place
long
your tray
safety
table
brief,
and
doesn't
seat
it?
back in their upright position. We suggest that you review the safety
Or maybe they did it all in
information
Spanish, now they're
located
doing it in
the seat
English.
pocket in front of you.
Gracias por su atención y por preferir Copa Airlines. En su próximo viaje, le invitamos a descubrir las maravillas de Panamá, donde la industria del turismo ha implementado las medidas de bioseguridad necesarias para su tranquilidad.
Thank you for your attention and for choosing Copa Airlines. On your next trip, we invite you to discover the wonders of Panama, where the tourism industry has implemented the necessary biosafety measures for your peace of mind.
Alright, the necessary safety measures. I don't know what to do what's going on here. What happens when there's no signs? Oh, it should be. Is it hard to know where to turn? If you're just joining, we're on World Tour Flight 100, I believe 179. Going out of Quito, Ecuador right here. Beautiful airport. Kind of dug into a valley, or at least terraformed valley a little bit. And then flying up to Panama City in the Boeing 737-800 from PMDG Copa Airlines Flight 210. We came in about 45 minutes earlier, landed in the Martin Air Cargo 747, flying up from Lima, Peru. And turn on the flight directors. Start on the left side. This is one that's going to control. Whichever one you do flip up first is going to be the controlling flight director. We'll arm the auto throttle, and we actually have auto throttle on this plane, the 747 with the salty mod. No auto throttle, or something was broken on it. We've got our initial climb, 9,200 feet, which isn't too far because we're already at 7,900. Heading 2 is the runway. 137 is our V2 plus 10 speed.
Contact Quito Tower 118.35. Contact Quito Tower 118.35 1028.
Spoilers armed. And once we get to the holding point, we'll turn on the landing lights, turn off lights. I will turn off the taxi lights, switch the position lights to strobe and steady. You know what I forgot to do? Anti-collision lights. Always forget those anti-collision lights. And we'll get the transponder and the TCAS on. We're over there. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and the subscribe over here on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, follow would be amazing. And if you so feel it and you want to support the channel financially, there is a donate button in the description on YouTube, and then on Twitch you can join as a subscriber, and then you can skip all those ads. Now, I don't know why they keep taking off planes the opposite direction of me. The whole point of FS HUD ACC is to not do that, and for some reason it's doing that. So, alright, we're ready for departure.
Quito Tower, Copa 210, runway 36, ready for departure. Copa 210, line up, runway 36. Line up, runway 36, Copa 210. 10. 1028. Contact Quito. Approach 119.7.
Contact the Quito. Approach 119.7. 1028.
Great livery. I forget who created it, but there is a link for it in the YouTube description. Great livery for Copa Airlines on the 737-800. Nice wear and tear. I don't know if you want to say tear, but at least wear.
Runway 36. Cleared for takeoff. Copa 210.
Alright, we're clear for takeoff. I don't think we have any indents here. Right there. I forget what my takeoff config is. I think it's the speed brake. I don't know why I can't have the speed brake set. Yeah, when I have the speed brake set, it messes with the takeoff config.
80 knots.
Rotate.
Positive rate, gear up.
Copa 210. Contact Quito. Approach 119.7. Contact Quito. Approach 119.7. Copa 210. 18. Report established on localizer. Quito approach. Copa 210. -3 Alpha. Departure at 8,900. Clear IMS Yankee. Approach at 9,700. Runway 18. Report established on localizer. Airlane 1400. Copa 210. Radar contact. Continue climb. Flight level 190. Continue climb. Flight level 190. Copa 210.
I climbed flight level 190, 19,000 feet.
Established on localizer. Air lane 1400. Contact Quito. Tower 118.35. Contact Tower 118.35. Air lane 1400.
We're losing all the speed.
Airspeed full. Airspeed full.
Where's my speed? Come on. Okay, don't set your speed to the V2 plus 10 because you're getting stuck there. Now I can't. I want to change that speed. There we go.
1028. Climb and maintain. Flight level 250.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 250. 1028.
Pick up some speed here. Okay, so now 2 flights in a row where I'm having problems with my auto throttle and doing stuff like that. Oh, there we go. Get that auto throttle on. That's why I usually don't set it to that V2 plus 10, and I forgot to do that. We need to adjust it as soon as we went to autopilot to get that up to 250. Otherwise, it'll just hang down here and do nothing. Kind of a janky takeoff here. Guessing that's Quito right there, or maybe that's Sucre. Beautiful. I mean, the airport's just kind of tucked in here. I mean, it's amazing they got an airport in here. Just the way it is. It's so mountainous and valley. We definitely need to climb. At least above where we should be, 11.6. Not sure why 230 is locked in on that. I'm guessing it's going to be a slower climb too, just because we are already pretty far up. We're definitely not launching at that launch angle we did with the 747, where it was just like a rocket ship, and we were almost past our cruise before we realized it. We're going to lock in the landing gear. Anti-skid or the landing brakes, auto brakes come off. Flaps are retracted. And I want to wait until we get to our transition of 18,000 to turn off the landing lights, just because we're starting at 8,000, usually below 10,000 feet. Well, 10,000 feet is only a few thousand above the runway in this situation. I'm just going to keep them on a little bit. Not a big deal, it's a clear day, so I can actually turn them off. Well, actually turn them off, or we can have them on. Wheel well lights come off as well, wing lights, keep the logo light on. Probably automatically turned off.
Copa 210, climb and maintain, flight level 240. Climb and maintain, flight level 240, Copa 210.
Hey, it looks like the overlay has fixed itself. First flight, it was just solid. It made it look like we had already finished the flight, the whole flight. It had the right distance to go and the time to go, but for some reason the little airplane there was all the way at the end and the whole line was filled in. You can see we're probably, what, a tenth of a way on our flight so far. Everything looks good now. We're at 273 speed. Turn off the seatbelt signs, which I never turned on to begin with.
Small TV. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more
102,
information.
climb and maintain, flight level 320, contact Guaya Field Center 119.9.
Climb and maintain, flight level 320, contact the Guayaquil Center 119.91028.
Transition plane, go to standard pressure.
However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
So we're flying Copa Airlines 737-800 right now. Next flight we'll also be doing that. That'll be tomorrow at 6 a.m. Hope to see you guys all there. If you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put up videos or go live. This week we're today and tomorrow streaming. I usually start at 6 a.m. or around there. Depends on any issues or if I get up a little bit late, but it should be about 6 a.m. and stream here for a few hours. Get finished before lunchtime. So between 4 or 5 hours of stream. On YouTube, I break each flight into its own stream so you guys can hop in and you're not already like 6 hours into the stream or whatever. And you can always go back and watch.
Climb and maintain, flight level 330, contact
And the primary thing I do in my streams is fly this world tour, where we're flying into every country and territory in the world. Trying to follow as realistically as possible real life flights, airlines, and in the real planes that they use. As much as possible. Not always possible, but as much as possible.
Climbing, flight level 330.
And we're knocking out South America right now, and Central America.
Flight level 330. Continue climb, flight level 330.
Finished Africa and Europe. Most of North America, I'm not sure what's all considered North America. I think North America includes Central America. But we did the big three, of course: Canada, United States, and Mexico. I think this is going to be our first flight into Central America with Panama. We've done a bunch of South America. Yep, most of South America. We just need to get those 4 countries right at the top: Venezuela, Suriname, Guinea, or Guyana and French Guyana. Harriet is going to be riding Clydesdale, 6-day ride on a Clydesdale. That's going old school right there. 19.5 kilometers per hour is maximum speed from Stratford upon Avon to Glasgow, with stops at London, Cambridge, Leeds, and Liverpool. Now, how do you do that though? I mean, how do you ride? I suppose there's back roads. There's old paths. You can't just ride along like the M2 or whatever, but the motorways. I'm assuming you're kind of going back ways and paths, because you can't just cut through people's fields, I would guess, either. So you're following the old, smaller pathways and stuff. That should be fun. Watch out for any bandits. Alright, we're climbing to 330. Our cruise is 340. Oh no, 360. Why did I put 340 in the flight computer? Because I didn't check my... Oh no, I did put 360. I don't know where I got 340 from. Not completely. I know Familia, family, but Lex, I forgot Lex, and Vectopus, or Vectopsis. Few waypoints, and we will then be crossing over kind of that little gap of water between Ecuador and Panama. We're going to avoid going over Colombia. Well, we're going to go over Colombia a tiny little bit, just a little stretch, and then kind of like a little cutout. I don't think there's a name for that area though, like a bay or anything. Law of the Shuttleworth family. Okay.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Copa 210. 1028. Descend and maintain. Flight level 240.
Descend and maintain. Flight level 240. 1028.
Got quite a few lurkers. It's always nice when you guys say hi. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know who's here. I mean, I know Harriet's here, and kind of getting a feel of who's here when, because especially with the new time that I've been doing in the last few months, and a lot more people watching lately, but not as much chatting. Just want to know who's here and.
1028. Proceed direct move. Cleared MX2. Arrival.
Proceed X movers. Cleared MX2. Arrival 1028.
Copa 210. Climb and maintain.
I just pulled up the world map, timeanddate.com, to just kind of see what time it is for most people. Because at one point I was getting a lot of Australian viewers, but now with this time it's kind of midnight for them, so I'm not getting any, unless really early in the stream. It's always cool to see where you guys are from. Harriet, I didn't ask, where are you from? I don't know if you told me already. Well, obviously you must be in the UK.
Copa 210, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 360.
Continue climb, flight level 360, Copa 210.
Oh, flying only at 0.69 Mach for some reason. I don't know if that's a little slow. Plenty of fuel. I'm gonna throw up, I believe it's a poll, I think. I'm gonna throw up a poll or something here for YouTube, and then a little bit later it'll switch it over to, I'll put it up on Twitch. The poll is gonna be, and I guess on YouTube it's just for fun, until we get to that membership where we can do membership and points and all that stuff. Over Twitch, we can do this and you can actually earn points if you place a little bit of a bet kind of thing with your channel points. The question is going to be landing rate. Let's see, landing rate. Or landing rate over under, we'll just say that. hard landing over negative 250 feet per minute. We'll do 225. Or butter under negative 225. Alright, so let me know you think I'm going to land here for our landing rate today. Last flight, but it was, remember this was in the 747, our the Martin Air cargo flight that we just did, landed about an hour and a half ago. That one was, let's see, what did I have? I had yeah, it was a negative 350 or something, but that was in the 747. I think I was just gonna see my flights. What did I do? My was it 738? Oh, that wasn't. I don't know if that was in 738, but a few flights ago, a couple flights ago, in the when we did the land Paraguay, LATAM Paraguay, into Lima, landed in Lima at negative 154, so that was a nice butter landing. Delta, we also landed in I believe Atlanta, negative 166, not bad. And then Air Europa, but this was in the 787, back up there in negative 364. A330, I basically cratered it. Yeah, so I think, yeah, basically the last time I streamed, I had a couple of good landings, sub 200. The goal with a landing is not the landing rate, of course. Obviously, you don't want to have an excessive landing rate, you know, where it's over 400, 500. But if you're in the 300s or lower, as long as you land on this, you're centered up on the center line, which I also struggle with. That's what you want. You want to at least land. You want to land in your touchdown zone. You don't want to float and get a great butter landing, but then you have no runway. You want to make sure you get landed, get on the ground. And then you're not going to get blown away by wind or wind shear or something. Harriet's from England. Parents adopted you from the Appalachians, so I'm guessing. I don't think do the Appalachians go up into Canada? I don't think so. They kind of peter out. You get the little Catskills and stuff. So the Appalachians, you're from. Born in the U.S., but adopted and now in England. Alright, it's 1500 Zulu, 10 a.m. here for me. Hey Jakey, welcome in. Glad you joined. Alright, we've just gone over the Tango Charlie Oscar VOR for Tumaco, looks like Tumaco, Venezuela. We just cut over a little bit of Venezuela. That's what we're seeing off on our right side right now. But we are now over the Pacific Ocean, and we're going to be going over this up to Panama. Doing all right, Jakey. Doing all right. I'm going to step away for a moment here pretty soon. Go grab the little captain.
Please hit the flight attendant call button at any time. We'll be open for you.
Glad you're in here. Hope you're enjoying the flight. And I'm hoping this afternoon or this evening I can at least start putting together some YouTube videos. I want to do. I told you guys about the one I want to do. I want to do about the royal family's name and why it hasn't changed with the new king for the United Kingdom and Commonwealth. That's the first one I want to get done and try to kind of do like a history, informational kind of video like that. And then I do need to come back and do some videos helping you guys, any of you guys who are new to Microsoft Flight Simulator, on how to use especially use the fly-by-wire A32NX. I think that's the big one that you guys should be focused on when you first get the simulator. If you want to fly airliners, get the fly-by-wire A32NX and learn that. Because it's great, it's the best plane in the game for free. So I want to do that video. I need to work on that. Those are a few of my plans, and hopefully I can actually sit down and do that and not get distracted. I mean, obviously, there's only so much I can do, but distracting myself, I need to make sure I don't distract myself and do things I shouldn't be doing. Well, not I shouldn't be doing, but I end up just doing stuff to prepare for these streams, which I prepared out a few weeks. I've got my graphics and stuff set up and everything's ready. I just need to like double check if the airport's working or all that. I'll make sure the planes are up to date. I'm Muan. Which profile? What? I'm Mulan. On the profile, he is wearing a white t-shirt. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Harriet, American born. Yes, American born. Also, yes, Newfoundland. Oh, okay. So you're American born or Canadian born? Like U.S. or Canada? Where were you born? Were you born up there or? Oh, okay. You're saying never mind. You're saying American born, yeah. So in the U.S., but you're also saying yes, Newfoundland, Labrador, Quebec, Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, Canada have the appellation. That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if it's still considered the Appalachians up there or not. You don't really think of it as the Appalachians. But when you say the Appalachians, you think, oh yeah, West Virginia, that kind of thing. That plane model looks like goofy. That's a little goofy. Oh, you got like the split scimitars. No, some of the 738s have that. I'm really digging I think it's a really good livery. Whoever made this, it's got some wear on it. It looks like it's been used. It's not brand new. I don't mind the brand new liveries too, because obviously there is a mix. But sometimes you're gonna be flying a plane that just it's got some dirt on it. It's not doing some flights. There he is, Harriet. Oh, this is my baby boy, Elishua.
A385, radar contact, maintain flight level 330. Maintain flight level 330, A385.
Is that what it's called? I was wondering what the name of it would be. I couldn't find it on a map, or at least on the maps I have right in front of me. I think it sense to be like the Bay of the Pacific, or Pacific Bay. Alright, what do we got here on the votes so far? We got 7 votes, nice. Hard landing is at 43%, butter is at 57%. So right now, you guys are having a little bit of confidence in me. Yes, I know my camera's all off. I have it focused on him right now. What's going on with your eye? Okay. Alright, we are about halfway already. It's kind of an awkward camera angle. I wish I could fit both me and him. The only way I can fit him in there and me in there at the same time is have him way back at like the couch. It's too far back. He just wants to eat a lot of sap. He just wants to eat a lot of sap. What time is it over there, Harriet? Early dinner, I guess. I think you're 6 hours ahead, right? Like, so about 5 or 4:30. I'm guessing that's what it is. Well, it's like 3 or 3:30 because it's Zulu time, Greenwich Mean Time. That's London and everything, right? So. I think I'm just gonna let him comment. Maybe you move the clocks an hour ahead right now, right? Because Greenwich Mean Time right now it's 3:30, but I guess probably daylight savings time or whatever. It's always confusing. And now we don't switch. We're not going to switch back actually, so. Which I'm kind of used to, like living in China. There was no switch. There was no daylight savings time, but now in America we're going to be permanently on daylight savings time, like an hour ahead actually, versus what we should actually be at. Alright, we're getting pretty close to our top of descent. Again, close to toe cut, and then about 3/4 of the way to Millat, we'll get to the top of descent. Hopefully they'll give us clearance before we get there, so that we can use the VNav. Don't believe there's any information we need to put in. Everything kind of is automatic. A little bit more automatic on this plane. We do need to do this. I'm going to go with 30 degrees. I found that a 30-degree flap with a little bit more speed has been better than 40 for me on this plane. When I go full flaps, I tend to lose too much speed and just kind of plop out of the sky. Hey, Mate! Little Tyke is cute when he babbles. Yeah, he likes to babble and make some weird noises. He also does this like really like he gets like a he's trying to be at the top of his lungs, but he just has nothing left. It's kind of funny. I don't know if he like burned out his voice box or something there, because he sometimes gets a nice screaming period. Just double checking. I'm gonna bring up where is it? I want to bring up navgraphs. Kind of do a quick little whatchamacallit, a briefing here. Let's see where we are. Off the coast of Venezuela and going up to Panama City. So first is our standard terminal approach route. We're coming in on 01. So there's 0, we'll come in. This has got multiple stars on it, obviously a Supa, Buman, Soko. Well, this one we're coming on 0. We need to be max speed 250 knots once we're at 0. Doesn't give us an altitude, so I'm guessing we can just come in normal altitude. At Nelex, we need to be at 210 knots or below, and above 3,000 feet. We're going to jump over to the approach page. This is where we're going to kind of figure things out a little bit more. So, now there's a few different approaches. I think this is an approach chart for the ILS. I think there's a couple options here. We could go all the way into the VOR right there and then come back out. We're just gonna go right from here. We're not gonna go into. I don't think we're gonna go all the way into the VOR. I don't think that's the routing. We're gonna come right here. We're gonna be close to this. We're gonna turn and well, maybe we do have to go all the way into the VOR on this routing. I'm guessing we can skip it, and then that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for INAT. So at this point, so no matter where we are, if we go all the way in,
maintain flight level 360, contact Panama Center 120.3.
Maintain flight level 360, contact Panama Center.
we do want to go into,
Copa
we need to be at 2,200 feet at this point right here. So I'm guessing we're going to be about 3,100 feet here as well. We do need to be about 3,000, but we'll be there, and then we'll just be able to come right in 41 degrees and go. There's a couple options. So that's our routing.
Maintain flight level 360, Copa 210.
What we want to do is, I want to check my ILS DME 110.7, yep. 33 is our course, that's correct, checks out. We're coming runway 3 right, 10,007 feet. We can also put in, I'm going to put in Taboga Island, I'm going to put in that VOR 110.0, and I'm going to put Tocumen VOR 117.1 into the computer here. So what we're going to do, we're actually not into the computer, we need to go down over here. This is where I want to do this. I'm going to find the best place. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go to nav. I'm going to put Tababela on this one. And then on the other side, I'm going to put Tocumen, which is 117.1. There we go. So we have both of our VORs in. Let's see, maxed out. This map is this is Navigraphs, and I just made a little overlay pad for that. But this is Navigraphs. It doesn't yet come with the 737. I'm assuming that once they introduce the fly pad over here, which they're talking about doing, that should have came out with the 800, I think. Once that comes out, you should be able to access Navigraphs on there if you have a Navigraph subscription and all that. But I just have Navigraphs on the other screen, and I have an overlay to show it to you guys like that. As long as do give him enough air to scream for a short period. Yeah, he would get some pretty loud screeches. Now he has to do it lower because for some reason that high one he just kind of like exasperates. It's just like he doesn't really what do you think? Okay, so looking back at the chart, we got the ILS in, we got our Tababela Island Tango Bravo Golf VOR in, and we also have Tango Uniform Mike Tocumen VOR 117.1 input, and the nav ILS is automatically in there because we have that approach. I'm gonna go up top here and just kind of look through. We got all of our frequencies we need. Airport elevation is 134. This is actually important. 134. We're going to jump to. There we go. 134. We need to put our landing altitude. We need 134. So we'll put in a 150. Okay. What was that? What is going on here? Stop that. Something's glitching out there. I'm hoping that's not my graphics card or something. What is going on? Is this the camera view? Is that what's going on? What's going on, PMDG? Jeez. Freaking me out. Alright, so we got the localizer, 110.7, that's the ILS. Approach. Lambie, that's where we're capturing the glide slope, I believe. Yep. So 1,618 feet. The exact ILS minimum is 228. Right there. It also shows it up there. So I'm going to throw that in over here. Right down here. We'll go 228. Go. Airport elevation, touchdown zone, I think it's 25 feet. I'm not sure. Does that mean the runway is lower than the airport? Missed approach. Kind of see where the missed approach is. It's right there. It's already kind of written out. Climb straight ahead to 500 feet, then turn right heading 140 while climbing to 3,100 feet, then turn right to 200. Intercept outbound Tango Uniform Mike VOR radial 165. So I forget how to do that radial on the. How exactly we do that in this plane. There's a way for me to set that. radio I'm looking for. Hey Sasha, yep, he's here. The new captain is here. Yeah, he's probably getting a little sleepy, he wants to be set loose. But as soon as he's set loose, he's just gonna knock over stuff on the computer stuff. That's what he's gonna do. Alright, transition altitude 18,000. Doing our go around here, TUM, VOR, radio 165, get on that. Which is basically, yeah, and then we follow that out. The problem is I don't know how to set that radio. Hopefully we don't need to. We're going to take that out to Diego. All this is probably in the flight computer, I'm guessing. I'll double check that. What's really nice about the PMDG is that when you put in, it pulls in, it has the go-around procedure. So there it is, 500, 3100, and then intercepts 200 Diego.
Arrival, LXILS, Yankee, approach, runway, 03 right, report when ready for descent.
Alright, I'm ready for descent. I wish they would wait until the very last second. He's starting to get antsy. Alright, we're ready for descent.
210, ready for descent.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's going to be my VOR. Okay, so I'm going to put in, right now I'm going to put in we want the 3-3, but then once, if we need to go around, we'll throw in that 165 to get that VOR radio. How do I switch it? How do I switch it to make it on the VOR and not on the ILS, or will it just automatically go with? If there's, yeah, wonder how that works. All right, ready for descent. They should be clearing us. See the diamond coming there. Definitely slowing down, so we can descend. I'm not sure why they're not descending us. They always like to do this. This ATC used to be pretty good. For some reason, it's a lot. So I'm going to put in descent. We're just going to go, and if they don't like it, too bad. I need to descend, and you can see the VNAV is already, that pink diamond way down there already.
Copa 210, descend
there we
and
go.
maintain flight level 270.
Descend and maintain flight level 270, Copa 210.
Alright, I'm going to set the speed brake so we can get a nice quick descent.
At our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
Seatbelt sign on.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
I'll set my auto brake right now to 2. How am I gonna land holding you? No, he can't say his name yet.
Panama Center, Copa 278, inbound, Alpha Romeo Oscar, at flight level 330. Copa 278, radar contact, maintain flight level 330. Maintain flight level 330, Copa
not much of anything, basically what he's saying right now. Reaching for things. Yeah, so if I hold him, he's just grabbing for the mic. If he's on the ground, he's gonna crawl under the computer and start tugging on all the cords and get on top of the pedals, the rudder pedals. Need to build a fence or something. Alright, Harry, are you taking off right now? So late in the evening, or start riding? There's Panama in front of us.
Radar contact.
I wish they would let us descend.
Runway 03 right. Report when ready for descent.
I lost the screen.
Copa 210. Descend and maintain 17,400. QNH 1013.
Descend and maintain 17,400. Copa 210.
There we go.
Expect Tango Bravo Golf ILS approach runway 03 right. Report when ready for descent. Yellow 7223. Yellow 7223. Ready for descent. Yellow 7223. Proceed direct Tango Bravo Golf. Descend and maintain 14,000. QNH 1012. Proceed direct Tango Bravo Golf. Descend and maintain 14,000. Yellow 7223. Yellow 7223. Descend and maintain 4,200. Contact Panama. Approach 119.2. Descend and maintain 4,200. Contact Panama. Approach 119.2. Yellow 7223.
Definitely not on VetSim. I just can't do VetSim with him. Alright, now we're starting to descend. Yeah, I'm following the ATC, and yeah, lately the FS HUD ATC is late all the time now. So it's weird that when I first got it, it was such an upgrade over the in-game ATC, and now lately it's kind of like they still most of the time give me the clearance before, you know, obviously I know what runway I'm coming in on long before, whereas the in-game ATC is like, oh, we're going to tell you, you know, you're 200 feet above the runway. Oh, yeah, you're actually coming in the other direction or something. So, for some reason FS HUD it's degrading as we go along. It's not as good as it was originally. It's kind of frustrating. Let's see, we have QNH 1013. What do you mean, what? Missed something that should be done?
Descend and maintain 14,000.
Descend and maintain 14,000. Copper 210.
Copa 210, proceed direct NLX, cleared at 01, arrival.
Proceed direct NLX, cleared at 01, arrival, Copa 210.
Alright, we're cleared for the arrival. Now, typically that means we're cleared to descend. For some reason, it isn't what it is with this ATC. I'm going to clear myself. Or I'm going to at least start descending, and we're just going to have to live with it. I want to get to 3,100. Now, we don't need to get there immediately, but by Nelex is where we kind of want to be there. I mean, who took off the boat? Boat's still there.
Copa 210, descend and maintain 5,000. Contact Panama, approach 119.2.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Contact Panama, approach 119.2. Copa 210.
118.1.
Panama approach, Copa 210. Sorrow 1, arrival at 13,800. Descending 5,000.
Contact Tower 118.1, Yellow 7223. Copa 210, radar contact, continue descent 5,000, UN8 1012.
Continue descent 5,000. Copa 210.
It's constant, I tell you.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Yeah, it should be, I think it's supposed to be out like right now. If I'm not mistaken, it was going to come out during my stream. Alright, landing lights on, turn off lights, and we'll leave the taxi light off for now. We're at the, right on where the VNav wants us to be, and QNH is set. Yep, Sim Update 10 is out, so I'm going to have to actually play with that after the stream here. Make sure everything's good. See what it changes, if it changes anything. I have no idea what it's supposed to do. Let's see, I just threw up a prediction if you're watching on Twitch. Let's see what else. That can go away, that can go away. Okay. Okay, approach speed today is going to be 125 knots. I don't know what the little jog there is. A max speed of 210 as we reach Nelix. We also kind of want to be around 3,100 feet, so hopefully they clear us down. I don't think we're supposed to be going all the way in to the into the airport VOR. As Panama starts to come into view, we have Panama up off our left. It kind of hooks around here, and then Venezuela over there. Okay, we're at 5,000 feet. I'm very impatient with AI ATC. They just don't like to clear us as we're coming in. There's Panama City right in front of us. I actually think that course is going to the VFR, if I'm not mistaken. They're not clearing us, so we're going to keep going down here.
Copa 210, turn right to heading 043.
Thank you.
Turn right
I don't need a heading. I need
Copa 210.
I need to be cleared.
Copa 210, descend and
There we
maintain
go.
2,100.
Descend and maintain 2,100. Copa 210.
Alright, we need to be at 2,200 at this next waypoint coming up. And then 1,700.
Copa 210, turn left to heading 033.
Turn left to heading 033. Copa 210.
Copa 210, maintain 1,600.
Maintain 1,600. Copa 210.
cleared ILS Yankee, approach at 1,600, runway 03 right, report established on localizer.
Cleared ILS Yankee, approach at 1,600, runway 03 right,
There's
report
the airport right
established
in
on
front of us.
localizer, Copper 210.
Yeah, I think it's actually, that's actually doing the course for the VOR. Actually, I'm not going to change it, but I always figured that was the course for the ILS. I guess if you have VOR on, it also does that. I'll turn the VOR off. No idea. I think I slowed down a little fast. I mean, look how the plane was kind of in that stall position. Not exactly how you. We're in the wing there, and we're just way up. Also have the landing gear down, and it looks like we missed the glide slope for some reason. Starting to descend. There we go.
Copper 210, established on localizer.
Copper 210, contact Tocumen Tower 118.1.
Contact Tocumen Tower 118.1, Copper 210.
Alright, a little shaky there on the approach. We're on final 034.
Copper 210,
34 right.
30 degrees at 6 knots, cleared to land 03 right. Cleared to land 03 right, Copper 210.
Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums.
Whoa.
30. 10.
Copa 210.
A little bit of wind there at the end.
Contact ground 121.5. When vacated, contact ground 121.5. Copa 210.
Landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobe to steady.
The local time is 10:14 a.m. and it's currently about 29 degrees Celsius.
Full stop.
You can now use your mobile devices. Please
And
remain
get that
seated
APU
until the
going.
aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin, as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
we're at Quebec right now. We're going to spot 120, so it's going to be on the other side of this terminal. Right over there in that corner, it looks like. We'll get everyone deboarded, and then we'll do a replay. I actually got the replay going. We'll see how it works. I kind of want to do all the shutdown and deboarding first, just in case the replay kills the airport, which it sometimes does. Got a lot of Copa Airlines. Looks really good over here. I believe I have a freeware upgrade for this airport. It's not as good as the payware version, but it's pretty good. I'll take it. I can't afford, not with the baby and the house payments, I can't really afford to be buying too many airports. Maybe if you guys really start kicking in that support on the channel, which you guys already have. I'm just coming and watching, but get to a point where you start getting a little bit more donations and stuff. And some payware airports, I think we'll invest in some payware. All the way over here in the corner, hopefully I don't... If you get too close to the planes next to you, they'll actually disappear, which I don't like. I don't like clipping through planes, but I also don't like it when I'm just close and they go away. You know, this one, I don't know if you can park two planes right here. It seems too small of an area. Yep, see, flipped away. So as you try to bring up the realism, it also a little unrealistic. How about pole? All of that. All right, parking brake set. Lights off. APU on. APU bleed on. APU gen. And we'll shut down the engines. Or do I have to hit off? I think I hit off. Oh no, they're coming down. They're already in the off position. Yep, I saw it. Alright, let's go and request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Wheel chock set. Ground power. Seatbelt signs off. Anti-collision lights off. Fuel pumps can come off. Ground power available. Switch to ground power. Turn off the APU bleed and the APU.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Not the greatest freeware. I mean, there's some really good ones, but pretty good. I mean, it's got the shape and everything, right? Adds a little bit of flavor. Actually coming up? There they are. Alright, while the passengers are coming off, I'm going to bring up Atlanta. We'll do a flight review and then check out the world map as well. Alright, so, not the first one here today, I guess. Pretty straightforward flight. Landing rate, -308. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't realize it was that hard. So if you voted for a hard landing, you are the winner. Let's see, what did we have? We had 67% were voting for, out of 15 votes, 10 of you guys voted for the butter landing under 225 feet per minute. But we got -308, so only 33% of us, well, I didn't vote, 33%, 5 of you guys were right on the landing rate, or at least the over-under. Atlanta, go away. Go. Let me get the world map up here again for our second world flight of the day. Last flight today. If I do come back on later, it'll be streaming, some coloring, or something else. Here's the world tour map. Over. And today we get to reveal Panama. Zoom down in. There's Panama. Next flight is to San Jose, Costa Rica. I believe Costa Rica is right here. I think it's the next country over. So it's going to be a short flight, not too long. We're going to be on Copa Airlines again. It's going to be a 3:50 in the afternoon takeoff in sim. Might go with live time, we'll see. Might go live time just to get that nice morning takeoff, as we'll be going live tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. 1100 Zulu time, or Greenwich Mean Time. I feel like my microphone got turned down. I bet the boy did that. He always likes to futz with it, with my microphone. So if the microphone was a little low today, that's because I didn't test it. I need to get it set where I want it before. I think it was okay. Let's have everyone come off the plane.
Crew deboarding starting.
Alright, we'll end the flight there, Pack X flight. And everyone was satisfied, and totally telling my friends about this airline. Alright. Pack X is shut down. Everything's good on this end. I think what we can do, there goes the crew. And we're gonna try to do a replay here. Let's see if this works. So let's go into replay.
Tocumen ground, Copa 210, runway vacated with Lima.
Copa 210, taxi to gate 120,
yeah, that doesn't work.
Lima, Juliet.
That doesn't work.
Taxi to gate 120, via Lima, Juliet, Copa 210.
Okay, well, there we go. So, we now know that the replay, at least the flight recorder, that does not work with the PMDG. Not if you turn off the engine and everything. It's not going to work. Or maybe it does. Maybe I have to have I just have to keep replay. Except the doors open and everything else. We actually don't have any power. Okay, let's go back to the ground here. think I can close the door here. Close the door. Okay, so to do the replay, it's going to be basically the same thing we do with the A320X. We don't have to have the engine running so much, but we do need to make sure we have the doors closed and make sure that ground power part is removed. It looks like it is, but we do have to still have the cord. Go like this. To do a replay, I think maybe the Microsoft Flight Simulator replay system works better. I'm going to play with it, figure out how it works. Hopefully it works better. If it doesn't, that's the one thing I really miss. I miss the X-Plane replay system. It just worked. You go backwards, engines ran, everything ran. It wasn't like you were fake going back in time. You were actually going back, and so... Alright, that's disconnected. Now we can go back. I can't really pause, though, because if I pause... As you'll see, if I pause, they'll just fall out of the sky. Unfortunately, the engine sounds are all wrong. Flaps are all wrong, too. Doors are open. Well, I tried to do a replay for you guys, but it's probably not the way we want to do it. When that little thing came out. A little rough on the bringing the nose gear down. Okay, so I'm gonna have to play with the in-game replay system. And if there's any good replay system out there, it just sucks that there's nothing simple. The in-game replay system is a little more complicated, it seems, but I know other people use it, so I'm gonna try to get that. That was a little depressing on the replay system. But anyway, let's get it back into the... Where it's supposed to go. There you go. Sit there. Stop replay. Go away. Alright. Well, thanks for coming along on the flight. I forgot to set this thing up. 1 second. What's the date tomorrow? 22nd? Yes. Should be doing this stuff before. Alright, there we go. Now we're set to go. Alright, thanks for coming along on the flight. I said it a million times, but thank you very much. You guys are what makes this run. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We'll be live tomorrow at 6 a.m. It's 11 a.m. GMT Zulu time. So if you want to figure that out, or you can just go world clock, Central Time, America, 6 a.m. Whatever you got to do. But the usual time, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We'll be flying from Panama City up to San Jose, Costa Rica on Copa Airlines once again in the PMDG 737-800. Hope to see you then. And until then, happy flying and take care.